Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and in this video, unfortunately, a little bit of a sad or disappointing or whatever topic, because we have got a really good member in the community in IvyLee that looks like she is going to be stepping away from doing content on Raid Shadow Legends, playing it on a regular basis, and going to be moving on to different projects in her life. Now, I have watched the full video here and took down some notes on some things that I want to touch on and talk about, because I think it's worth covering here on the channel for a couple different reasons. Number one, I want to show her some support and shout out her channel and link to it down below. She's going to be transitioning to other projects and still going to be doing gaming. Does a lot of really good work for like Hell Hades and the team over there at HH Gaming, writing articles on things like Hydra. She's very knowledgeable in Raid and the gaming industry and does it as her full-time job. So I wanted to cover it here on the channel to introduce some of you to her and send you over there to show her some support, hopefully. And also I will link to this video down there so you can watch the full thing to get full context. I think she has some really good insight and talks very candidly about some decisions going on around Raid and how she kind of came to these conclusions and all of that. So I wanted to give you context as to how I feel about her announcement and some of the things that she said. So that's what I'm going to do here in this video. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so some of the things that just starting off here, off the top here, Ivy kind of mentioned how the game is a little bit too much of a grind now. There's just too many things to do on a daily basis, and there's too many events coming at us too fast, too quickly, and all of that. And this is actually something that I've talked about in some of my videos recently as well, where I've been here since basically the beginning, and I've never seen the events be this constant. Guaranteed event for this, Fusion, 10x, 2x, Fusion, and a Fusion for an Epic, and now we're coming into Holiday Fusion, events, Halloween, we're flipping cards, we're doing Revenants. It is just a constant barrage of things coming your direction. And she kind of talked about how it kind of put a bad taste in her mouth about either I have to play at a crazy level or spend a lot of money, or I have to feel like I'm missing out on things that I should be doing as someone who is serious about the game and wanting to create content on the game. And all of that I agree with. I do think the pace right now this last couple months has been a little bit too crazy. I hope as we come in after the holiday season, after this Fusion coming up for the end of the year, hopefully as we go into 2023, they ease back a little bit on the pace of some of this stuff and the constant barrage of things going on, so that people do have an opportunity to save up some resources or acquire some shards and kind of choose an event and not feel like every 2 days there's something that you really have to spend a lot of money or you really have to deplete your account to go after. So all of that was definitely good points. And then something else that she had mentioned was talking about noticing that the love of the community was really the only thing keeping her involved in the game, and it wasn't really the love for the game anymore, and she didn't want it to be that, which I do understand. I've said for a long time on my Twitch streams and when I'm hanging out just chatting with people, I'll get a lot of comments like, do you even still enjoy Raid after all of these years, or do you just do it because you have to, because it's your job or whatever, your income for being a content creator and all of that. And for me personally, I can only speak for me personally, I do still enjoy Raid. I still enjoy doing the events and pulling shards, and I enjoy kind of the MMO element of managing my account for long-term efficiency. I do still actually enjoy the game, but I do agree with some of her sentiments that a massive chunk of the reason that I enjoy the game still is because of the amazing community that Raid has. I've played a lot of games. I've done StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2, all of the Diablo games, so many different games, Overwatch, and I've been a content creator for like 14 years. I've been in lots of different gaming communities, and the Raid community is definitely special. Plarium got insanely lucky. So many talented, good people that are content creators, and so many awesome people in the community that love to be a part of helping other people and playing the game together, and it's just a very robust scene. So I do understand where she's coming from on that front, and I know if I just flat out quit Raid and I moved on to something else, it would be a void in my life. It would be something that I really miss because of the people. So that is a sentiment that, again, I understand and I can see where she's coming from. And there was also a section where she talked about, you know, her opinions not being a reflection, or the negative opinions about some of the things happening in game and around Plarium are not a reflection of the people that we deal with on our end that work for Plarium, which is 100% true. I got to meet some of them in person when I went to TwitchCon, and everybody there is just amazing people. They were super nice and friendly and genuinely wanted to talk to me and ask my opinions on things, and they didn't have to do that. They would seek me out and ask my opinion. You know, what do you think about this? Well, what don't you like? What do you like? And you know, like, as like marketing aside and the stuff, you know, around the actual in-game stuff, besides that, like, the people, the actual human beings that we deal with as content creators are excellent people. So again, I agree that that's definitely true. And like the director of like the content creators, Banana Jam, who you see like making the announcements, and Cirilla, like, those are probably the two names you'll recognize the most. They are amazing people, but also the other people that are behind the scenes, you know, helping us get ready at TwitchCon and stuff like that. Always top of the line. I can't really think of somebody I've met that I wouldn't say positive things about. And also, Ivy did express some concern about a loss of viewership on her channel, which is, which, you know, any content creator can tell you is a concern always. You know, if you start covering another game, or you do something else, are you going to lose a bunch of subscribers? Is your channel going to tank? Are you going to run it into the ground? You know, you end up in this trap where, like, okay, I got popular playing Raid Shadow Legends. Can I really quit and do something else? And if it's your main channel, like, if IvyLee Gaming or Chosen Plays, if it's not a raid specific channel, that is a concern that all of us are going to naturally have. You know, there was a game that I was really passionate about in Age of Empires 4 recently. I was playing it like 5 hours a day and absolutely in love with it. It's an RTS. I come from a StarCraft background, but I couldn't really cover it on my main channel because it was like my viewers aren't going to be interested in it. And even though it's a super massive passion of mine, I can't really justify, like, you know, uploading daily content on Age of Empires 4 or anything. So all those concerns that she's going through right now are things that we all in this industry and in this career choice are going to be having in the back of our mind always. But for her specifically, she was kind of under the sentiment that the drive to dive into other games and the passion that she has for other things like Eternal Evolution was becoming more of a draw to her than the community being able to keep her motivated to log in and play raids. So you know, as a content creator, you do have to be passionate about what you're doing, and it's a really good way to operate, to do things that you genuinely enjoy, because that will come through to your viewers. You know, if you don't love what you do, if you're not having fun, you won't even notice it, but it will subconsciously come through in your attitude and how you look on camera. And you know, people are smart. They can see mannerisms. They can observe these things and notice that you're not enjoying yourself, you're not having fun, and without you even noticing it, even if you're putting in a lot of effort, your content just isn't going to be as good. I know for me specifically, when I've hit like a lull in my life and I just don't feel motivated to work as hard on my content, and I'm not really excited to go to the studio and work on stuff, I've noticed that my stuff kind of tanks. My viewership goes down, and people don't enjoy my content as much. So 100%, you know, all of that is something that I can definitely relate to, and I've definitely experienced as well on my channel. But also, towards the end, Ivy, you know, did say that there is a potential to come back in the future if there is something super exciting. There's changes that are occurring, or a really, really fun and new mechanic that would make her passionate about the game again. She wanted to make sure and leave that door open to not permanently quitting, which is why the title kind of says temporarily or forever, still kind of up in the air. But it looks like for her personally right now, she's in a space where it just makes the most sense for her life and for what she's passionate about right now, and some of the other projects that she wants to get involved in, to move on from the daily Raid Shadow Legends grind, which I understand, and that makes sense perfectly with everything that she's kind of feeling and everything that's going on with her. So yeah, I know that this is a newsworthy event. Anytime that a content creator and someone so beloved in the community is stepping away from the game, so I wanted to make sure and cover it here on my channel, and also use it as an opportunity to expose Ivy to any of you out there that haven't seen some of her stuff, because I do think she does a really good job, and I've seen some of the articles that she's written for the HH Gaming organization, and she does a great job. So definitely, you know, like I said earlier in the video, I'm gonna link down below. Would mean the world to show her some support right now, because she's going to be in a transition to content that she is more passionate about and stuff that she wants to do in mobile gaming, like Eternal Evolution and stuff. So if you have an interest in any of that stuff, definitely head on over and check out some of the stuff that she does. I will link to it down below. And also, you know, I'll message Ivy, and I'm more than happy to bring her here on the channel and have a candid conversation and talk about some of the stuff. I think she'd be a really good guest, and I would really enjoy being able to have a chat with her. So we'll see how that goes, and if I'm able to make that work and line up schedules and set up a time to bring her here over on this neck of the woods and have a chat about some of the thoughts here and some of the things going on in Raid, I will make that happen and let you know if we're able to get that done. But otherwise, thanks for everything you've done in the community, IvyLee. It's been really fun getting to know you and your content over the last couple of years, and I'm sure she's gonna do a great job in any of the other content that she produces and other games that she covers. So yeah, that will do it for this one. Just wanted to cover the topic and some of the community news going on here with Ivy for now, saying goodbye to Raid Shadow Legends. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day. Peace.